Centuries ago, Earth was divided. Its history's lost era was filled with uncertainty. Humanity had to relearn, reinvent itself into something new. Through all of this strife, they always had them. They always had superheroes. They survived, those chosen demigods of legend who, whether special through lineage or personal growth, made a name for themselves by being there for humanity in its darkest moments. No one truly knows where they came from. People believe they predate the Lost Era, but humanity made it out because of the superheroes. Their true advancement came when they realized that humanity was better when connected. So, they created the Armament Pact, an alliance of city-states being run by one group, the Superhuman Government Organization. And while outside the walls of the Armament Pact there may be chaos, thanks to the superheroes, humanity has made tremendous progress rebuilding itself. Star Sentinel sits in her captain's seat. Her lieutenant and her mechanic walk in.
Captain! Star Sentinel!
Arthur, Lieutenant Fowlbrus, status report.
Captain, they were right. They jammed our engines. We can't take off without them.
What do we do, Captain?
Don't worry, Arthur. I'm not worried.
You're not?
Why not?
Because no matter what, this crew will always soar. I always knew we'd be marked for the stars, and I am not giving up yet. I am not giving up yet. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. And you too can be marked for the stars.
Turns out, this is the comic book being read by a young girl on one fateful night. I introduce you now to Cassandra, a young, hopeful girl who admires the heroes she reads about in comic books. But Kelly is special. Her parents get to work alongside superheroes, which only allows her fascination to grow. This night, she was reading an issue of her favorite comic series, Star Sentinel. The sky is bright with stories yet to be told, and luckily for her, they illuminate the comic book just fine. Her best friend Max arrives to sit with her, another child of SHGO parents.
Hey! Here you are. How was the recent issue?
Amazing! Can you believe the entire story is based on a real person from centuries ago?
I mean, allegedly. Minus the space stuff, of course, because that's all pretend.
I don't know. Legend says that her ship is still out there and can be found in outer space.
So why does she need a spaceship if she can grow so big?
Because she can't fly or breathe in space, I believe.
I mean, superheroes exist, so I suppose Star Sentinel could too.
Yeah, and maybe we could find her. Or at least find the ship.
In space?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Me and my siblings are moving.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. My parents say we need to move to my Uncle Gray's farm in Quaintown, but I don't want to go.
What? That's crazy!
Yeah, I know!
Kelly looks down, suddenly unsure what to say, but she notices the issue of Star Sentinel that she was reading.
But we'll still be friends. When Star Sentinel got separated from her best friend, they still kept in touch.
I promise I'll see you.
I know you will. We'll always be there for each other. I promise.
A few years later, when Kelly was 14, she enters a building run by the Superhuman Government Organization. She goes up to the clerk like she would any other day, but notices new faces. A new hire, likely an intern.
Hey, what are my mom and dad up to?
They're off in the Samson lab. I suggest you wait here until they're done.
Kelly backed up. She had no intention of causing a scene, but she wasn't going to let that get in her way. So when the clerk's back was turned, she headed off in that direction anyway.
Hey, where'd you... No.
Kelly snuck through the hall and only noticed she was being followed by the clerk after turning her first right. She follows with a left, trying to evade her. But before she can get close, the clerk gets a call on her earpiece.
Hey, the Cassandra kid is headed toward the project. I'm trying to stop her. Wait, what do you mean let her come?
The whole compound rumbled like an earthquake. Kelly rushed as quickly as she could. Not away, but towards the explosion.
Oh, wait!
But this time, Kelly is able to outrun the clerk.
Whoa, what's going on?
A superhero trying to protect her stopped her in her tracks. Topaz Tiger. She had seen him around, but now he was trying to stop her.
Hey, let me go! My parents are that way!
He doesn't let go.
I said let me go!
I can't. It's too dangerous.
No, now! Let me go now! Let go of me!
I will go. Stay here. What's your name?
Kelly, my mom runs this place. Please.
I'll do what I can, Kelly.
This would normally be the origin of the superhero. That accident not only left her an orphan, it also left her best friend one. As the commotion of the next few days rang numb in her ear, she pondered. Was this real? Who did this? And how she, a teenager, could fix it. Kelly knew something more was going on. There had to be. This was her origin story. But of course, she needed her trusty sidekick. So, she took the first chance at the funeral to rush over to Max.
There you are.
Oh, Kelly. Hey.
I'm sorry this is the first time we've seen each other in person. For a while.
It's totally okay. How are you? Are you okay?
Not great. You?
Same. It's weird. My parents felt just as distant to me as you. So, I guess my feelings are complicated.
Oh.
I imagine you must be so sad and broken up. I hope you're okay.
Kelly could see he was trying to understand how she was feeling. Always the empath. But she didn't notice the same grief in him she had. She didn't know how to react to that. Then she sees the others arrive behind Max, noticing him from across the field. 3 of his friends, 1 guy, and 2 girls come together.
Who are they?
Oh, my friends. Eddie, Kira, and Lucy. Here for support. You should meet them.
Max went to retrieve them, hoping they could help Kelly. But to Kelly, it was a sudden reminder that she didn't have that. But Max did. Max belonged to a completely different world now. She left before Max had any chance to introduce her to his friends. She was on her own. When Kelly got home to the SHGO base, she hears a couple of agents, mostly voices she does not recognize.
She doesn't want to leave.
We can't just leave her here. Her parents were the only reason she was even allowed on the premises, let alone live here. We can't have a child present without parental supervision.
It feels wrong to just let her go.
Her uncle and aunt live in the city, not far away. She'll be taken care of, and she'll get to live a semi-normal high school life. It's the best thing we can do for her.
Okay. I'll go talk to her.
She didn't know the figure who came in to talk to her. Maybe she saw them throughout the halls a bit, but besides that, she was clueless. But they went to talk to the now troubled girl with an attempted smile. It still felt like genuine help and care.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly's whole plan came crashing down around her. How was she supposed to solve the mystery if she had no resources to call upon, no powers, and no more parents with the command to give their daughter information? Her whole life was centered around being their daughter. If with great power comes great responsibility, Kelly had neither. The friendly face tried to make the news softer, but one look at her face and they could tell she heard the whole thing.
I'm sorry.
That was all they could think to say. All Kelly could think to do was hug them. After that, she could never figure out what she wanted to do with her life. She had her calling, which was robbed from her the day her parents died. So, she settled for a desk job at Valpone Labs.
Believe in your dreams, and you too can be marked for the stars.
Kelly hated the job. She especially hated it when she got in trouble for reading a comic book when there was nothing to do.
Hey, I was reading that.
You're supposed to be working.
You haven't given me anything, man. So I was waiting. You haven't given me anything new, so I was filling my time.
Well, keep yourself busy then.
There's nothing to do. It's all done until you think of something new.
You want something to do? Clean up the venue on the roof.
That's not my job.
Well, now it is.
Ugh.
The broom and garbage bag did not stay in Kelly's hands for long. How could they when she looked to the skyline and only heard commotion from the street? She looked down to see a fight going on between a hero and a villain in the streets. The life she longed for, just barely out of reach.
How has this become my life?
She looks out at the skyline that she couldn't see far into. It suffocated her.
I'm sorry, Star Sentinel. But you're wrong. Not everyone is marked the stars.